Hello everybody, my name is Ella and welcome to my YouTube channel Curly Hair and Daisies. For today's video I'm going to be showing you a DIY that I did yesterday. It was a very spontaneous decision. I didn't really think too much about it and I kind of went for it, and I'm really glad that I did. I actually posted about it first, saying that I was thinking about it on a Facebook group, the Midori Traveller's Notebook Genuine or Bust Facebook group. Well, a couple of people thought I was crazy to do it and to think about doing it, but a couple of people on there also commented and said that they'd done similar customizations to their traveller's notebooks, and I didn't think too much about it. I just thought I'm just going to do it. So I cut it down from a standard size to a B6 Slim. So this is the bit that I cut off. And it was originally from the top, as you can see there. And so I have a brown Midori, I have this Camel, and also the olive. And I'm always torn on which one to use because obviously they're all the same size, just different colours. And I thought, why not just make one a smaller size? And I do like the B6 Slim size. I have this in the B6 Slim size, and also the dark chocolate creme brulee by Chic Sparrow in that size as well. So it's a size that I'm comfortable with and I very much enjoy using, and sometimes the standard size is a bit too narrow and tall for me. So I thought I'd give this a go because I really do love this leather. This is actually one of my favourite traveller's notebooks, so it was a little bit risky for me to cut it. I was a bit anxious in case I messed it up. And this one is special to me because it's quite sentimental. I bought it in Amsterdam in a stationery shop last year, and it was a really wonderful trip, and so that's why it's sentimental. And I don't know how well it'll pick up on the camera, but it's aged so beautifully. I've had it just over a year now. I bought it last July. I think it was the 3rd or 4th of July 2019, so I've literally had it just over a year, and it is patinaed beautifully. It's gotten this really kind of rich caramel colour. I have previously conditioned it with Doc Martens Wonder Balm, and I love that stuff. If you're going to condition a traveller's notebook, I highly recommend using the Doc Martens balm for it. And it kind of got rid of the suede feeling. It's now really smooth. It's got a wonderful texture, and it did deepen the colour a little bit. And I think it turned out wonderfully from doing that. And as you can see, there's nice scratches on there and stuff as well. So yeah, I've cut it down to a B6 Slim size, and I used a scalpel blade that was my dad's, and I actually did break it. It wasn't a very well made one. It was sort of plasticky, and after I'd done this, I was playing around and cutting up other pieces of leather, which I will show you in a second. And I did snap the blade because it wasn't a very good one, but it turned out really well with cutting up the traveller's notebook. I think it looks quite well done, if I do say so myself. The corners aren't so great, but it's really not the end of the world. And as you can see, I had to poke holes again on the top side there because I cut it off, as you can see. So I used one of these. I'm not sure what the correct name for it is, but it was very easy to just poke holes, and I didn't use the tin clasp. I could have done because I do have one of the sets that you can get from Traveller's Company that's got all the elastics and a couple of tin clasps, but I thought I would just leave it out. I can always add it if I want to, and I also didn't put the slit there that the Traveller's Company normally comes with. I just put 2 holes, and you can see there I put 2 elastics, and that middle one there is the bookmark, which I have right there. And I just really love how it turned out, so I thought I would show you quickly. And also I added another stamp on the back, this bunny stamp here. It is one of my favourites. It's from I don't want to butcher the name, but the posthumus winkel. I've probably said that horrifically, but they are also a shop in Amsterdam where I bought this from, and they have beautiful stamps. They have wooden stamps and wax seal ones as well, And I put these stars on there a few months ago, and it's faded really nicely as the leather is patinaed. And I thought I would put this little bunny on there as well. I think it looks quite cute. So this is the back of the notebook, and as you can see, the elastic isn't quite central anymore because I've cut a bit off the top, but it really doesn't bother me, and it's only a little bit. I don't think it looks too obvious personally, so I don't mind that. And I only have blank inserts on the inside at the moment because I'm not using this one. If you saw my One Book July video, you'll know that I'm using this. So I've just got blank inserts, just showing you what it looks like. But I will move back into this at some point to use as my main journal, and it will probably also be my travel journal next time I go on holiday anywhere, which won't be for a while just yet. But yeah, if I take these out, actually I can show you how I put the bookmark back in. So I have the two elastics here, and if I bring this up closer you can see I've looped the bookmark through both of these holes, this one here and this second one, and then tied a knot there, so it's very secure. And yeah, it's a cute little bookmark, so I wanted to keep that with the notebook once I'd finished the DIY. And lastly, I will show you this. So I was kindly given this by hand-stitched leather, the lady who runs that shop on Etsy, because a while ago I'd done a video on one of her traveller's notebooks that I'd had made, and so she made this for me as a gift, and it was supposed to be for a B6 Slim, a Midori MD notebook, but she hadn't made it the right measurements. I'd given her the measurements, but there must have been some kind of misunderstanding, and basically it didn't fit at all. It was far too narrow. So I really didn't want to waste it, so I've actually started cutting it up. I've taken the pockets out. So let me show you. It was originally like this. That was a full length pocket which I've cut down, and then that was on the top. And I thought, instead of, because it was just sat in a box for ages and I think that is a real waste, I thought I could play around with it. So I've cut up one of the pockets and made it into this sort of secretarial pocket. And I am tempted, although I'm not sure if I will just yet, get it sewn in on the back here, because near me there is a leather shoe repair place, and I might see if they would stitch it in for me. So I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to keep it without pockets or get this one put in, but it is an option. And I've got this leather here to play around with. It's such a shame that it didn't fit right, and it kind of wouldn't fit any other size either. The dimensions are just wrong. It wouldn't fit any other notebooks that I have, or any other notebooks that there are. I think it would have to be like a custom size notebook to fit into it. But the leather is nice, and I'm tempted as well to cut this out and use it as a charm. Have it as a leather charm on the front of my traveller's notebook. So yeah, that is it basically. I just wanted to show you what I'd done, and it was really easy to do. The only thing that I found difficult, because I don't have very good strength in my hands, was actually physically doing the cutting of the leather. So that took me a while to do, and my hands are still a little bit shaky today from it, even though it was yesterday. But I encourage you to customise your notebooks if you wish to do so, because I really feel like it's mine now, which might sound a little bit silly, but I feel like just doing little steps like this and cutting it down makes it more personal to me, because I know so many people use the Travellers Company TNs, and they all obviously look very similar until you do this kind of customization and make it more yours. So I'm glad that I did it, and yeah, I'll let you guys know if I end up putting a pocket in it or not. I'm also thinking about maybe seeing if I can buy a leather alphabet stamp set, and I could practice on some of this leather and maybe stamp my own things into the leather. I'm not too sure yet though. So yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you as always for watching and commenting. Thanks guys, bye!